of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rawson, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
Chris Webber has taken it upon himself to be his brother Lee's executioner. He has stolen a gun from Ada Jack's tavern and carries it with him, awaiting the opportunity to put an end to Lee's destructive life. A few moments ago, he had that opportunity. But Norman Harrington, thinking it was Lee who was about to harm Chris, separated the two brothers before Chris could accomplish his mission. Now Norman, still misinterpreting, has insisted that Chris stay with him and join a small party in progress at the apartment.
Hi, everybody. Norm. Watch it 2 steps down. I'm sorry I'm late. I ran into Chris and started talking.
I wondered. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Rita.
Rod, did you turn the light on? No. I'll set it on the plate at the table. Here, I'll take the chatter.
No, that's okay. Chris?
Look, I can't stay. I just said I'd come up and say hello.
That's exactly what you're going to do. To Rod? Hello, Chris.
Hi, Rod.
To Rachel Wells. Rachel, it's Chris Webber.
Hello. Look, Rita, I didn't mean to crash a party like this.
Oh, no, you don't. Nobody walks out of the Harrington house into the cold winter air without something warm in the stomach, right?
Right, that's the first rule of the house. Come on in and sit down.
Take his coat off, okay?
No, it's all right, Rod.
Listen, why don't you, Rachel, take these and find some nice chairs, huh? I'll take it back there for you.
Well, you just show me the way.
Think what Lee could have done to you.
I know what I'd like to do to him.
Can you just stay out of it?
Somebody had to stop him before he started roughing up Chris.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
You think he might follow you and pick another fight?
Not with me. I don't mean anything to him.
That's why you brought Chris up here, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't think it was wise for him to walk around alone with Lee, running on a rampage. I remember the last time I broke up a fight between those two. Lee went out and killed Ann Howard.
Here, hold this here and I'll dish up the chatter. Can I help? Sure. The bowls are up in that cupboard.
Hey, the chowder's just about on. Everybody better grab a seat. Chris? You're in the kitchen, what?
I think I better split.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
I know I just got here, but I still think I better split. Look, Norman, I appreciate the fact that you're trying to do what's right, but stay out of things, will you?
No, I won't. Not with the way Lee was acting.
I don't need a bodyguard.
I'm just offering you a bowl of hot soup.
And a place to hide.
Look, I'm not saying you can't take care of yourself. I just think you ought to sit down and cool it for a while.
Hey, listen, I don't know what's going on here, but Chris, if you're having some kind of a beef with Lee, it might be a good idea to sit out a couple of rounds.
Look, you guys, this is a family matter, but you're mixed up. It's not the Harringtons, it's the Webbers. I want to take care of it myself.
Chris, why don't you just sit down and think about it for 3 seconds?
Norman, you're the gracious host, and I'm an ingrate. Let's leave it at that, okay?
I'm not looking for a merit badge. I just think you ought to think about it.
I know what I'm doing.
Chris,
Get out of my way.
where are you going?
Please, Chris. Look, how many ways do I have to say it to you? I don't need your help. I don't want your help. Now, you butted in, now butt out.
Chris,
The door this way. You know, my brother spent his whole life trying to mind his own business. Chris Webber is right. The family problem is just that. A a problem for the family.
Well, I'd better be going in now.
Oh, can't you talk for a little while?
Well,
Nothing serious.
maybe just for a few minutes.
Would you like to hear some music?
Doesn't that hurt your batteries?
I have a whole story for that. Maybe I can find you a whole day. Oh, listen.
Oh, I like that. Did you used to sit out here with Allison like this?
Oh, yes, I guess we did sometimes.
Then why do you want to sit out here with me?
Well, because...
I mean, I'm glad you want to. But it must be hard, isn't it, to come to this house and see another girl?
I think we better go.
Wait. I guess that was the wrong thing to say.
Yes, Rachel, it is hard. There are a lot of memories here for me. Memories I don't want to part with.
Do you have to part with him to come here again? I like to see you, Rodney. I've never really seen a boy like this before. I like being with you. But I don't want you to feel that you can't think about Allison if you want to see me. I don't want that because you have to think about her. Just like they have to think about her. Sometimes I think it's hard to believe, too. I know how they feel when I go up the stairs in Allison's room and I get into her bed.
Rachel, if you listen to me now. You're here because Mr. and Mrs. Carson want you. And I'm here with you right now because I want to be here.
Will you walk me to the door?
Be my pleasure.
You look like you're freezing. Can I get you a cup of coffee or something?
Look, Rod, it's not like us to be uncomfortable with each other, is it?
No, I guess I have been looking the other way when it comes to you, haven't I?
You know, I think one of the things I've always admired most about you is your openness, your frankness. Don't lose that, Rod. I know how much Allison meant to you, how much she'll always mean to you. But listen to me. Nobody told Allison she had to leave home. Nobody drove her away. She chose to go. She could have stayed home, but she chose to go. Now, it took me a long time to accept that. And it was hard, but it's true. I believe she'll come back someday when she's ready. But in the meantime, we can't all just stop living. Will you promise me something, Rod? If there's someone you'd like to see, don't be ashamed. I mean, nobody's going to accuse you of being insincere or shallow or unfaithful. Even if the person that you'd like to see is...
Even if that person I want to see is living in Allison's house?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Mrs. Carson. I tell you, sometimes I walk past that bird feeder or stand at the front porch with Rachel waiting for somebody to open the door. Well, it can shake me up pretty badly. Let's just say I don't want to make any promises. I don't know if I can keep. But I do appreciate what you're saying, and I thank you.
Thank you, Rod.
Right now it looks kind of grungy, but that's just because of the smoke. But wait till I get done with it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is put in a skylight. Don't you think that'll improve it tremendously? Oh, it's going to be such fun to redecorate this more.
What are you going to do about the old man's room? And Rodney's?
I haven't really thought about it.
Well, where is Rodney's room?
Beyond the grandfather's.
He didn't always live in that room?
Stephen, what is it?
Well, he used to share a room with Norman.
When I was married to Rod, we lived in the third floor in the back, it was all.
Why?
No one had lived in those rooms for years. Mr. Harrington refused to have them painted or draped or anything.
So now you're going to get your sweet revenge.
You don't have to live here if you don't want.
I'm aware of that.
What's bothering you?
You know perfectly well what's bothering me.
Aren't you ever going to be able to trust me?
It isn't you, it's me.
Well, don't just walk away. Let's talk about this.
I've always been jealous of Rodney. Perhaps I always will be. It's not something you can cure by talking about it. We'd be living in the same house with your ex-husband. The proximity bothers me. I can't help it.
You could try.
You want to live here very much, don't you?
We both have a lot to prove and a lot to gain if we're
And
going
a lot to lose. If we can't live with the ghosts and all the inhabitants of this house.
The house on the ridge is still available.
Well, we never know if this disease of mine, this jealousy, is terrible or not. Guess the only way to make sure is to face it. Live with it. And maybe then I can conquer it.
If you're willing to try, I am.
I think a skylight would do wonders for the West Wing. Let's take a look upstairs. Better never set foot in this place again. So much has happened, so much time has passed. A happy place. Leslie Harrington and Catherine Peyton, man and wife. What does this door do, Betty? Lock them inside or keep the world outside?
Gave you that key?
The old man's chauffeur. Maybe he was confused.
Maybe.